Welcome back, guys. We're the Weird West Milford Podcast. I'm Jake.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Nico.
We got a special guest.
What up? I'm Pat.
And today we're going to kind of venture out of West Milford, but still talk about a topic in New Jersey. We're talking about the drones. They've been all over the internet. Nico, you kind of want to explain what the drones are about?
So, the drones, the first reported drones was, November 19th, November 20th. So, late November, all of a sudden there was a report of, there's a drone flying overhead in, southern Jersey. But then it started creeping all over New Jersey, and then all of a sudden, everywhere you would look, there would be drones everywhere. You would go out at night, and you would be you could be driving on a highway, and you'd look up, and you'd be wow, there's a drone there, all over New Jersey.
People thought they were aliens at first. No one really knew what they were at first, right?
Nobody would think that there's a whole bunch of drones flying over your house at the same time.
Yeah, because you're driving, I drive, and I know you drive. Do you guys drive yet?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
So you're driving, you just see because I know sometimes you drive and you see the airplanes passing by, you see the light flickering on the airplane, but you see these are way lower down and you can see them they're moving, and it's just kind of creepy to think because it was only in New Jersey, just all of New Jersey, and being from New Jersey is just kind of weird to think about why only New Jersey, because there's a lot of states up the East Coast that they could go to. But there's just so many conspiracy theories, so we're going to talk about a lot of them today. So what is the first conspiracy that you...
So the first conspiracy is the fact that it wasn't drones. But it was pretty weird because once everybody started knowing about drones, everybody thought that everything in the sky was drones. So there's a lot of people who are no, that's not a drone, that's a plane. And, but then a lot of cases, if you looked at videos and if you looked at it, they're not planes. So I think that's one of the biggest conspiracy theories, that everybody was just faking it and everybody was trying to get some TikTok likes or anything like that. I think that's just wrong. I think that those are actual drones, and I think that's probably one of the weirdest things that could happen, especially in West Milford. It's just drones everywhere instead of planes.
One even weirder thing is that there's some people in our own government saying that it's not drones and it's just planes you're seeing, and that's all you're seeing. It's just a whole bunch of planes going in.
Well, weren't they conflicted? Not everyone knew about it, right? Some people thought it was only the military that knew about it, right? Or
I mean, everybody was aware of it, but some people would just tell you that it's a plane anyways.
Okay.
I think a lot of people tried to hide it for us for a while because obviously there's a lot hidden that we don't know about, that a lot of people just kind of say stuff just to clear your head and make sure you're okay. Because if you see a drone in the air everywhere you go, you're kind of going to start to worry, oh, why is this following me? Why is this in the air? Yeah. And then everyone reports it, and then you're not hearing it about different states in the country. You're gonna kind of worry. But the next conspiracy theory is that it was for the military, and it was actually they were scanning the area to find bombs. So from the military would send out all these drones across New Jersey because there
was a lost bomb somewhere on the ground.
I heard that it wasn't a bomb. I thought it was a nuclear.
Yeah, it's a nuclear weapon,
a nuclear material.
And the drone would scan and the heat wave and stuff like that. It was all part of that, and they would go and it was just scanning up New Jersey. But I question it because why only New Jersey? I know it's on the coast, so all foreign countries, if you come in from that port, you can go to New Jersey, it's the East Coast. But why not go up to Massachusetts?
Yeah, why only scan New Jersey?
Yeah, it's kind of weird. Yeah. And you can even go down to Florida, which is kind of weird too. It's kind of if I'm just it's just New Jersey. So there's definitely more to it. It's just you kind of that's another thing to think about, why New Jersey. So it's if we the military says it's for this purpose, it's just okay, yeah, you could but if you're gonna scan everywhere, because there's definitely other places that scan that would just be more dangerous too.
But before we even go to the next conspiracy, I'd like to mention it does. There's also the scanning makes a little bit of sense, and a lot of people thought it was scanning because of the fact that it legitimately started South Jersey, the Wildwood, all of that. The people who actually live in Wildwood were saying, "Oh, there's drones," and then they got a little bit more north, and then a little bit more north, and a little bit more north, until it got to West Milford. We're the most north. We're one of the most north towns in New Jersey, and it was still around here, and then all of a sudden they disappeared.
But another weird thing is that why wouldn't they confirm it? Because if there is something lost, I feel people should be aware of something that's lost that could do something
hide it
wrong.
for so long. There had to be something more to it.
Exactly. It's that is a very valid theory, because if I were to think about it, I'd be yeah, it's our government trying to find something. If they're going up the entire thing and then searching literally everywhere, because at the end, near December, like it would just be drones everywhere that you go.
And there were like multiple, like they were like groups. It was like schools of fish. It was like
Flocking
like,
birds.
Yeah,
flocking birds.
literally, yeah.
It's like crazy, but like, and also they came in different sizes. Like they were like reported big ones, like,
yeah.
really big,
Like
and then they were
car-sized
yeah, that's
things
what people were
flying
saying.
above you.
Like, you know, like maybe that's a plane, like, but you never know. But that's what people reported. And then there was also really small ones, like your normal typical drone that you see, you know, at like let's say like a sporting event where people are like filming, or like at like a social event, but. And like everyone's gonna say stuff differently, you know, like because everyone has their own point of view, whether you believe it or not, whether you can prove it. But there's just so many different things about like this drone thing that we don't know, and that obviously it's being hidden from, that it makes it so interesting.
Yeah.
But with the military one of the reasons I don't think it is because Picatinny Military Arsenal, the one in northern Jersey, released a statement that they're actually they're seeing the drones as not like a threat, like not like a military operation, but they were saying that like they were gonna shoot them down and that they were gonna investigate them. And
People were crazy with that. There was people saying like, you know, up here, like up the mountain, like I'm not surprised if someone like saw it with a shotgun, like they would just, you know, just shoot it out the air like it's like a duck, you know what I mean? But like,
I mean, that's what a lot of people were saying. And have you guys seen the video of the person actually doing it?
yeah,
no, I haven't.
He just started shooting up in the air at the drone. Bad
Did it come
aim, but
down?
like,
If we can find that video, we'll insert it like right here.
Another video that I saw that I wish I had was there was a video on Ring. There was like
Yeah.
a Ring video of like
Oh,
a
the
drone
drone
shooting. So I was
Yeah.
with Tyler and I actually showed this, but we have like the Ring app, and on the Ring app there was a video of like drones shooting,
like
like
projectiles?
flashes of light, like,
Oh,
it's
okay.
kinda
like
like
lasers. Because it wasn't like a bullet that you just saw like the pops and then it would like stop. It was like whew,
which
whew.
honestly,
Exactly.
that could be another thing. That could be a literal scan because you could
Yeah.
see a laser with a what's it
Yeah.
called? IR light? What's it called?
Infrared.
Infrared
light.
light. You'll be
yeah.
able to see something coming out.
Yeah.
So that could, like, with your phone camera, if you look at it, you'll see a little bit of a light going out. That could be that shooting down. Pictures, maybe? I don't know.
Another
mean-
thing about the timing is that there was actually like shooting stars. Like one time, me and Tyler went out to like the high school to just like go look at the drones, and while we were looking with like binoculars and everything, we ended up seeing like shooting stars. So we'd see like
Yeah.
huge,
Massive shooting
huge
star across the
shooting
whole
stars,
sky.
Like it was insane. And then we
gotta be aliens.
we got like.
It's gotta be
We got
aliens.
like we wanted to see if they were gonna be over Greenwood Lake, 'cause it's like a big open area, and then we went down to Greenwood Lake and we only saw like one
There was one
drone,
drone across.
but there were so many shooting stars that day, and there were so many drones at the same exact time.
But do you remember? This is one thing that I definitely noticed while I was looking for drones. They're above bodies of water.
Yeah, they
Remember
were.
that because we're at the high school. If you look past the turf, there is a few reservoirs like really far down, but we're looking down and we've seen 50 plus flashing lights down there, and it's above all these reservoirs, and there's another reservoir of 23 North. I forgot. Is it Monksville?
I think so.
Yeah, Monksville Reservoir. You always go there. There'll be a lot of drones all just sitting there,
Well,
and that's just a really weird thing that I noticed.
with the nuclear, like the one thing is like they were scanning for nuclear, right?
Yeah.
Nuclear
If
activity.
if-
So like, is there a nuclear plant? Like they might be looking for like, I don't know, maybe waste or something.
The
I don't
closest
know.
one to us is in Pennsylvania. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, like
so
3 Mile
not-
Island.
It
Right?
wouldn't even make sense to go here, so I don't really know.
Yeah, that,
Maybe,
like that was a really weird thing. We're just like, if they're looking for something in the water, what could they be looking for?
like the aliens in the water, like you know, the
the
radioactive
mothership
aliens
that's hidden
water.
in the reservoirs.
From all the
I
pollution.
mean, if it's in the water, like if there's like nuclear, I think there would be like signals that like there's something in the water.
Because then
like,
you can't go
like,
swim in the water.
radioactive
You can't
water.
go fish in the water. Because like I know like Monksville is like a big fishing area. Like
Yeah.
my family fishes there all the time. Get our kayaks out on a nice Saturday. So if there's nuclear waste in there, that's kind of dangerous.
It's also
like,
dry now. I just realized that. It's like,
It's
yeah,
been
you can
dry.
see the floor.
it's not good.
in Greenwood Lake. Don't worry, there's already 3-eyed fish in Greenwood Lake. Doesn't matter if there's any nuclear.
You're like,
It is connected to New York, you know.
And then I think like the last thing, well, like obviously, you know, this is like kind of like the far fetched idea is the aliens one. I know everyone talks about it all
Yeah.
over TikTok. I mean, we can't confirm it. We cannot confirm it. I mean, it is still a possibility because, you know, obviously we don't know if aliens are real or not. I mean, some people do think it, some people don't. But it's definitely a possibility because we don't know. Like, we just haven't explored all of space yet. So even if they have the ability to do that, but speaking of like the drones, like to a real like a thing, they were being launched in their home base, for instance, or like where they were being I guess tracked from is in it was like down by the Atlantic Ocean. It was like kind of like near Florida-ish over there in the Atlantic, which is kind of weird to think about because is there a ship out there just sending out drones, which is kind of weird because to think about because the capacity of a drone battery to get from like that
Florida, all the way down
like that down by like that Pacific Ocean, even on a ship, like the Wi-Fi, like the connection sucks, the battery percentage, how much electricity you have to charge these, and there's so many of them, and where are they going like at night? Where are they going to charge? Because eventually they're going to die, just like any iPhone, any computer. Eventually it's going to die.
And the other thing is, someone did actually shoot one down, and there was no like barcode on it. Like there's
no nothing on it.
Hopefully, like maybe like it's not, but like the Belgium Empire from Invincible, like maybe they're coming down, like spying on us real quick, you know.
Did you say the one from Invincible?
yeah. Shout out
I remember this now is that they were untrackable. Like the police couldn't track them because they weren't using like legal. So like there's legal signals that you could use, like legal wavebands of what you could broadcast for your drone, so that the government could see it. Like they weren't anything.
But the government said it was from us, so like why would? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just
the government does say a
of
lot of things. The government does say a lot of things, but like
why would they lie to us? Maybe they're just telling us, oh, it's okay, and they don't even. No,
but like the police were like, I would see like police like cars literally just like sitting under drones and literally just slow drive.
Yeah, they
like, just watching because they didn't know. So like only like the government really knew, and then like the military knew, and then when the military released that statement saying like, oh, like don't worry, like it's fine, like, but like it's just kind of here because you hear like them that's where they like found like their located base like in that area. Like it's just kind of crazy to think about how like little we know about these drones, and then they eventually wore off around like I'd say, like December.
They're gone
January.
now. Like
I haven't seen
it was with the snow. In all honesty, once it started snowing, they stopped really showing
you. Like when the snow fell down, if all the heavy snow impact, it probably like brings them down.
But also one crazy thing about it is that remember when they got in police helicopters to try and find it, they would go, but they had no heat. No heat came off these drones. But if they're coming all the way down from Florida, they're gonna have some heat.
Yeah,
those engines are gonna be hot. But this thing is either blocking the heat or is not getting heat at all, which means it's crazy expensive. And who's funding all of this? Or it's made by...
Or is it by China, Russia? Like,
it could be foreign. It could be like, because like I know like even like if you think about it, like with if they're trying to search for a nuclear weapon because of like let's say like a Taliban or like ISIS, like something like that coming from like Europe and like over there and like Asia, like they're coming, like all of them are coming to America, and they placing bombs because there's definitely stuff in America that like we just don't know.
Yeah, like imagine how many times like the FBI or CIA stopped like I know they make TV shows about like this secret hidden attack. Imagine how many of those are real. Imagine how much of that was like involved with like a drone.
Yeah, we just don't know because we know so little, just because we're like the government hides so much from us. But
there was a lot of drones. Me personally, one of the first drones I saw was like early December, and I was going home, and all of a sudden above our which police station or which firehouse is nearby near the high school? It's the Macapin
one. Yeah.
So we were driving past the Macapin firehouse, me and my dad, and then all of a sudden my dad points up to it and goes, "Is that a drone?" And we slowly stop and we park like next to like the sign, and all of a sudden I take out my phone to record it, and I record it with light, and then all of a sudden when I start recording it with light, it drops down, like it gets really, really low, and then moves out of the way, and then all of a sudden my dad steps on it, and then we try to see it as we turn onto Westbrook Road, and we see it again, and it keeps on flying, and it flies towards the high school, which is another weird thing, because I live facing the high school, so like I live in this like generally close, and I would always be like facing the high school, and from my front window I'd always see like a drone, and it'd always be going like from the east to the west facing the high school, and it was always weird, and I would always find them. There was a lot of times like driving home at night, I would see them everywhere.
Well, about me and Tyler, wasn't there one right outside your house? Like,
yeah, there's one.
I haven't personally. I haven't seen a drone. To be honest with you guys, but like I heard you said there was one just chilling outside your house. Like,
yeah,
it could have been by mine too, like very easily.
So my neighbor, she noticed that outside of my house, or not outside, above my house, there was a drone, and I was having internet problems right before this. I was playing on my Xbox, and then the whole thing shut off. Like, my whole house reset. But then I get a call from my friend. She's like, there's a drone, like, really low above your house. I'm like, what you mean? So I go outside to go look at it. It's already gone, and my internet's back. But with that like, literal, like, few seconds the drone was over my house, my internet went out entirely. Like, my power was flashing.
There's also, whoever it is, they're just trying to spy on us a little bit, too.
This definitely can't also be safe if you think about it. All these people recording drones, like, driving, doing all this stuff. It's got, like, accidents got to happen. Like, I don't know if the accident rate, like, went up or something, but think about it. If you're trying to record a drone with your phone, like, you know, you're out there, like, it can't be safe. And, like, we already have enough problems with driving New Jersey as it is. Like, New Jersey drivers are the worst. So, like, think about, like, oh, Mom, there's a drone. Oh, where? Oh, let me record it for Dad. Boom. So it definitely isn't safe. It definitely isn't safe. But it's definitely, like, a concern to think about. So even if, like, you know, they, like, the government's, like, says, oh, like, we don't know, like we don't know anything about this or something, you definitely got to tell the people, like, yeah, don't worry, stay calm, because it just leads to more problems, and then it leads to another problem. It's just a big snowball effect, which, like, is not okay for us, because we car accidents, we don't want that happening. Like, that's the worst thing possible. So, like, definitely that's a big concern if you think about it.
Yeah, especially New Jersey people are crazy already. You got squeeze bends coming in behind you, and the next thing you know, you're filming the drone, and the drone's on top of you.
Yeah,
so
you
never know.
Drivers that go the opposite way. That could be another topic for one time. Really bad drivers.
Why is it Weird West Milford? Why is the New Jersey driver so bad?
Please answer.
Yeah. Another thing is, I like to think, at first, I made the joke with Tyler that they were looking for Bigfoot out there. Because,
oh, my God.
That was funny. Because, I mean, if they had infrared, they could probably fit, like, thermal imaging, and they could be looking, like, through the cameras trying to see what it could be. I mean, that would be pretty cool, because there's a lot of, like...
Try and find the Jersey Devil.
Cryptids. So, like, there's cryptids, which are, like, the monsters and all of that, especially we live near the Appalachian Mountains. I think that would be a great topic for it, all, like, the different cryptids. And, like, imagine if they were looking for the Jersey Devil, Bigfoot, all the different things that they... A skinwalker.
I was going to mention that.
Not say that.
Really
say that. Just don't say the name, bro. You got Skywalkers. Come on now. They could hear you. I mean,
that's one thing I really like. I was like, what if they're looking for someone instead of something? Because they probably have technology. Yeah, like, they have the technology to do such, but, like, there's no way they would have that many drones and
for all
not
the people
find
that steal from Wawa and walk away with anything.
All the shoplifters.
Yes. Yeah, that part is really crazy. But also, some of these drones, like, they'd be, like, really high.
Or really low.
Low.
Like, they had no median.
It was never, like, median. Like, they'll never, like, stay the same. So either, like, they're really up top and, like, they're, like, or they would go really down low by the houses, by, like the area, like, the surface. It was, like, really weird.
Yeah, so... I mean, there was some, like, I'm going again with, like, TikTok. If you went to TikTok...
Everywhere.
What?
Everywhere.
Everywhere. No, but, like, I remember there was some things that they could explain. Like, I know that there was, like, a Starlink, which was, like, the Starlink satellites. They all line up, like one day, and then it was coincidentally during this time period. So then there's a bunch of people, like, being panicked because they saw, like, a bunch of, like, white lights, like, in line, but... That was, like,
what if, like, the
later.
election had something to do with it? Because, like, that was, like, the time of the election. So if you think about it, it's, like, kind of like that's, like, the election, like, started, like, early November, and then, like, it ends, like, in November. Think about it. And then, like these drones come out. It's just, like, all these, like, possibilities can, like, happen.
The timing was weird.
It's just all this timing is weird because it's, like, a lot of big things happen in the timing. And then once you get to winter, like Nico said, like, the snow falls and, like, it's just kind of crazy to think about how, like, yeah, the snow could definitely impact, like, a drone. Like, it's, like, definitely all the snow falling on it. It's definitely
how big they were.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of them that were, like, just, that's a helicopter without its lights on. But
yeah.
But then you would see, like, these, like, actual squares, and then, like, the classic the UFO, UFO pills, like, the classic UFO pills that they would see. And you'd be like, okay, I don't remember the helicopter being shaped like a square. Or they would fly super low. There's a lot of AI videos too, so that was terrible. The AI is getting crazy, which you would see, like, you could see like videos. I remember back it would be like funny videos of like presidents playing Minecraft, and now you see hyper realistic videos of like drones, and the only way you could spot them is like looking through like one singular flaw in like the phone
In
camera.
the frame, yeah.
And like one little glitch, and that's it. But it was getting really bad, and like misinformation with all like the drones and everything that could happen there.
Yeah.
Me personally, I think I'm gonna share my theory. I think I know I'm gonna go kind of cool. I think maybe it could be the aliens, like, because we have so many different like people talking about like, hey, it could be this, it could be that, like, and we never got like a real definite answer. Like, people say military, people say it's just like like it's just the government. It's like all these different people. What if it is aliens? Like, what are the coincidences? And what if when we go to explore Mars that there's a big base of just their drones,
Just drones.
they're Martians. But I don't know about you guys. If you guys want to share your thoughts.
So my thought was that I thought it was military. Was it the U.S. military? I don't think so, because I was really scared by the Picatinny statement, like that. Like if it was a government, like the U.S. government, they would at least warn like the people at the very top of like the Picatinny, like those generals, like those high-ranking people that like just ignore the drones, just don't worry about it. But then the fact that they didn't even say anything to like Picatinny, and then they had to come out and say, we're gonna have like a defense program against the drones, and we're gonna make sure that if any drones come into our like, Picatinny is like a small town for anybody who doesn't know, and if they practically said that if it flew over any airspace in Picatinny, that they would shoot them down, and they would capture and do like an investigation on the drones, which is why I think it was maybe not U.S. like military.
Tyler, what you think?
I don't know. Like, I would love to believe it's aliens. That'd be really cool. Not gonna lie, that'd be really, really cool.
Hopefully they're friendly though.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Or it could be a dude from another dimension.
Space is great. Space is
Invisible.
You an alien believer also, Pat?
I would like to be, but I don't know. It's kind of died down, so hopefully there's a follow up in the future with this. Like, hopefully we get a little follow up pod, but like,
hopefully we're not 50 when we get the follow up.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, and hopefully there's something we can do. Hopefully our technology is a little bit advanced, but I don't know.
I mean, I don't think aliens would be bad. Like getting on a little side.
I think it's just cool.
Yeah, right?
Everyone's had this like theory of aliens, and if it is aliens, to think like they have this technology in a different planet to do this, even if they're bad, even if they're good, it's just cool to think about like kind of later.
Well, life's becoming Star Wars. The British got like a laser beam, lightsabers. People making lightsabers. Like
Count Binface, if you remember that from the election.
Yeah,
that was really funny. But do you guys believe that aliens are like the Greys? Like, do you guys know what the Greys are?
No.
So
the big tall aliens.
The big headed black eyes, really long black eyes, like the classic alien image that you'd see on like a lunchbox or like on a T-shirt or anything. Mm-hmm. Do you guys believe that aliens look like that, or do you think they're?
Well, I think there's different species.
I've heard that there's three species. I cannot disclose from who, but I've heard that there's 3 species.
I think
one looks like a human and can transform into human. One's the tall Greys.
Skywalker.
Yeah, and then there's another one which I forgot.
I think they're green though.
Yeah, they're called
definitely
humanoids.
Green. They're definitely green. They're not anything else.
Because like think about it, there's like weird theories about like why do humans find like if you see like an image of like a creepy human, why do almost all humans have like an instinct to like try to avoid like things that look humanoid, like something like the human mind recognizes faces. That's why like the smiley face emoji works. That's why when you look up in the sky, you're like, wow, that looks like a frowny face. That looks like a smiley face. So why is there like an instinct in the human mind to be like, that does not look human enough. Let me get away from it. And that's like what like Skywalkers like. That's why a lot of those creepy videos on TikTok are is that like they're human looking faces. Like that weird statue. What was that? Like Momo. Like the Momo statue that was like human-ish, and that was like what was scary is that it looked human-ish. I don't like that. Bro. That was terrible.
I won't mess with aliens either. I mean, like it's kind of creepy.
Unless they're chill though.
Unless they're trying to be friends, it's chill.
I know.
Don't creep me out, bro.
Yeah, bring me to the moon.
All right, guys, we are gonna wrap it up for this video. Great video. Love talking about the drones. It was a great topic. We're gonna think of another good topic.
I think maybe cryptids. Talk about all the different.
We'll go back to the drawing board, but thank you guys. Please drop a like, subscribe to the TV Science channel, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Thank you.
Guys,
No.
Aaron,
Gotta let it out there. I shouted it out. Drop a like.